The diary belonged to none other than the village elder of Wormbrook. His words detailed a curse placed on their bloodline by a vengeful witch, turning them into werewolves every full moon. The elder had hoped to find a cure, but time was not on his side. The diary ended abruptly, leaving the fate of the villagers unknown. As Olivia read on, her heart pounded in her chest. The diary revealed that the werewolf who had chased her was not a random beast. It was the last descendant of the village elder, trapped in this horrific cycle for centuries, doomed to live as a monster under the blood moon. As the truth dawned on Olivia, she looked up at the moon, now a deep blood red. She felt a sudden, intense pain rip through her body. She collapsed, her body convulsing. The diary slipped from her fingers, its pages fluttering open to the last entry. It was a warning, a final, desperate plea from the village elder. "Whoever reads this diary will inherit the curse," it read. Olivia's eyes widened in terror, her heart pounding in her chest as she felt her body changing, her humanity slipping away. The last thing she saw before her vision blurred was the blood-red moon, now her eternal curse. As the night echoed with a new werewolf's howl, Wormbrook's curse lived on, its secrets buried deep within the forbidden woods, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover. And so the saga continued.
As the creature was about to descend upon her, she stumbled upon a hidden underground cave. With no other choice, she plunged into the darkness below, her body scraping against the rough, cold stone. The growls above her faded, replaced by the echo of her own labored breathing and the distant drip-drip of unseen water. In the eerie silence of the underground cave, Olivia discovered ancient symbols etched into the stone walls. They depicted the transformation of men into beasts under the full moon, and a chilling prophecy foretelling the curse's end. Only when a courageous stranger dared to confront the beast could the curse be broken. Driven by newfound courage, Olivia emerged from the cave, determined to face the beast. To her surprise, the creature cowered before her, its predatory eyes now filled with fear. With a shaky hand, she reached out to the beast, her touch causing it to howl in agony as it transformed back into a man. With the curse lifted, the village of Wormbrook was no longer a place of horror, but a testament to the power of courage and truth. Dr. Olivia Blackwood had uncovered the truth and, in doing so, freed the villagers from their monstrous fate. In the end, Dr. Olivia Blackwood's journey into the heart of Wormbrook was an exploration of the unknown and the power of human courage. She had faced unimaginable horrors and emerged victorious, having lifted the curse that had plagued the village for centuries. Yet the mysteries of Wormbrook were far from over. The prophecy hinted at more secrets waiting to be unearthed, more curses to be broken. As she packed her belongings, she couldn't help but wonder what other secrets the village still held. The village of Wormbrook may have been forgotten by the world, but its mysteries would forever live on in the heart of Dr. Olivia Blackwood.
As Olivia and Adrian stood their ground, the ominous figure of the alpha werewolf emerged from the shadows. Its eyes burned with an unholy fire, and its snarls echoed through the chamber like a chilling symphony of terror. The diary had led them to this moment, to this confrontation. The heart of the wolf, the key to breaking the curse, was within their grasp. But as they braced themselves for the fight of their lives, a sudden realization washed over Olivia. The heart of the wolf wasn't a physical entity, it was the alpha itself. To lift the curse, they had to free the soul trapped within the alpha. The diary had warned of a great sacrifice needed to break the curse. As the alpha lunged, Olivia understood the grim truth. The sacrifice, would it be her? Would she have to give up her life to save Wormbrook? As the alpha closed in, Olivia's mind raced. She was ready to do whatever it took to break the curse. But as she prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice, a glimmer of hope sparked in her heart. Could there be another way? Tune in next time to unearth the chilling conclusion in Volume 4, The Wolf's Heart.
The diary belonged to none other than the village elder of Wormbrook. His words detailed a curse placed on their bloodline by a vengeful witch, turning them into werewolves every full moon. The elder had hoped to find a cure, but time was not on his side. The diary ended abruptly, leaving the fate of the villagers unknown. As Olivia read on, her heart pounded in her chest. The diary revealed that the werewolf who had chased her was not a random beast. It was the last descendant of the village elder, trapped in this horrific cycle for centuries, doomed to live as a monster under the blood moon. As the truth dawned on Olivia, she looked up at the moon, now a deep blood red. She felt a sudden, intense pain rip through her body. She collapsed, her body convulsing. The diary slipped from her fingers, its pages fluttering open to the last entry. It was a warning, a final, desperate plea from the village elder. "Whoever reads this diary will inherit the curse," it read. Olivia's eyes widened in terror, her heart pounding in her chest as she felt her body changing, her humanity slipping away. The last thing she saw before her vision blurred was the blood-red moon, now her eternal curse. As the night echoed with a new werewolf's howl, Wormbrook's curse lived on, its secrets buried deep within the forbidden woods, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover. And so the saga continues.
Under a full
The creature was about to descend upon her. She stumbled upon a hidden underground cave. With no other choice, she plunged into the darkness below, her body scraping against the rough, cold stone. The growls above her faded, replaced by the echo of her own labored breathing and the distant drip-drip of unseen water. In the eerie silence of the underground cave, Olivia discovered ancient symbols etched into the stone walls. They depicted the transformation of men into beasts under the full moon, and a chilling prophecy foretelling the curse's end. Only when a courageous stranger dared to confront the beast could the curse be broken. Driven by newfound courage, Olivia emerged from the cave, determined to face the beast. To her surprise, the creature cowered before her, its predatory eyes now filled with fear. With a shaky hand, she reached out to the beast, her touch causing it to howl in agony as it transformed back into a man. With the curse lifted, the village of Wormbrook was no longer a place of horror, but a testament to the power of courage and truth. Dr. Olivia Blackwood had uncovered the truth and, in doing so, freed the villagers from their monstrous fate. In the end, Dr. Olivia Blackwood's journey into the heart of Wormbrook was an exploration of the unknown and the power of human courage. She had faced unimaginable horrors and emerged victorious, having lifted the curse that had plagued the village for centuries. Yet the mysteries of Wormbrook were far from over. The prophecy hinted at more secrets waiting to be unearthed, more curses to be broken. As she packed her belongings, she couldn't help but wonder what other secrets the village still held. The village of Wormbrook may have been forgotten by the world, but its mysteries would forever live on in the heart of Dr. Olivia Blackwood.
As Olivia and Adrian stood their ground, the ominous figure of the alpha werewolf emerged from the shadows. Its eyes burned with an unholy fire, and its snarls echoed through the chamber like a chilling symphony of terror. The diary had led them to this moment, to this confrontation. The heart of the wolf, the key to breaking the curse, was within their grasp. But as they braced themselves for the fight of their lives, a sudden realization washed over Olivia. The heart of the wolf wasn't a physical entity, it was the alpha itself. To lift the curse, they had to free the soul trapped within the alpha. The diary had warned of a great sacrifice needed to break the curse. As the alpha lunged, Olivia understood the grim truth. The sacrifice, would it be her? Would she have to give up her life to save Wormbrook? As the alpha closed in, Olivia's mind raced. She was ready to do whatever it took to break the curse. But as she prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice, a glimmer of hope sparked in her heart. Could there be another way? Tune in next time to unearth the chilling conclusion in Volume 4, The Wolf's Heart.